What's up, everybody? So, it's going to be a little bit different styled video than I normally do. This one's going to be part of a new series, and I've been asking around for a while now about if, people would be interested in something like this. And the kind of feedback that I've got is that, yeah, people are actually interested in something like this. So, just a quick little rundown. If you guys didn't know, music has always been a big part of my life. I've been through choir, band, orchestra, all that. I've been through it all. I've played several instruments. I picked up guitar, I picked up the piano, the ocarina, the harmonica, and the pan flute currently. So, yeah, music is a really big part of my life. Now, this is something that I noticed, especially within the AniTuber community, is that no one really talks about the music that's part of anime. So, like, if it is, like, the only person I can think of would be, like, Geoff Thew from Mother's Basement, but even then, it's more on the animation side of the, it's more on the, like, the animation, the opening as an entirety, rather than just the song itself. So, I went around and I asked some friends, I asked some people, who I know personally, who are really big into music as well, and I asked them, like, hey, how would you feel about someone talking about their favorite music in anime? Like, would you watch a series like that? And it's like, to explain better, it's me explaining why I love the song, why it's one of my favorite parts of the anime. So, like, I'm not just gonna be like openings and endings. No, this is not this it does include it, but it's not excluding everything in between. For example, like, I'm not just gonna talk about the K-On opening or the K-On ending without talking about Fuwa Fuwa Time, Gohan wa Akazu Janai Dayo, or all those other songs that they have. I'm not just gonna exclude them just because of the series. So, with that being said, this will be the first episode of my favorite tracks of anime. So, I just had to give that little blurb at the beginning, just because I really need to lay down the rules for this. So, like I said, I'm not gonna exclude any songs from the original soundtracks. That includes any BGM or character themes. Those are not excluded from this, so I will be talking about those eventually. And also just one-off music that was in, like, an episode or two. Like, music that's not really prominent throughout the entire series, but still left lasting impact. So, with that being said, if you guys didn't know, one of my favorite anime of all time is The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Both the English dub and the original Japanese. Now, the English dub for a reason, because Johnny Young Bosch voiced Koizumi, and Johnny Young Bosch is my hero. So, yeah. So, like I said, this will be the first episode, so I'm just experimenting with how to do this and everything. So, it'll get better as time progresses, as I figure out the issues with my camcorder and whatnot. So, yeah, because I just got a new camcorder. So, like, once I figure out how to work with that, then the quality of videos will be a little bit better. And sorry for the big old mess back here. I was looking for some things. Yeah. All right. So the first track that I will be talking about is God Knows, and I'll give you, like, a little bit of a preview of, like, the song, so, like, you guys can hear what it is and whatnot. And, like, I want to avoid too much of the song being in this video because of the whole copyright issues and whatnot. Sorry for that, just some idiot back there. So, anyway, yeah, just gonna, because I want to avoid copyright issues with this whole thing. So, yeah, so let's just play a little bit of the song. Now, a really big part of why I like this song in particular from The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya is because, if you guys were paying attention, those guitar riffs, that guitar riff is amazing. It's beautiful. It's one of the most amazing guitar riffs that I've ever heard in my entire life. And that's saying a lot, because I listen to bands like Guns N' Roses, System of a Down, like a lot of older bands where the guitar riffs were the most important part of the song. So, yeah, aside from just the guitar riffs, let me see if I can bring the lyrics. Oh, That's bad. That's so bad. All right, let's see if I can bring a part of the lyrics out right here. So, if you guys didn't know, there was an official dub for the song that was in the actual episode that God Knows came out in, and my God, the dub is just as good as the original. Like Wendy Lee did really good when she sang that song, and it was incredible. And like I said, like I'm just gonna go back to like at the beginning of the video, you know, uh, there's a whole lot of reasons why I really like this song, and one of the main reasons is that the title of the song is called God Knows, right? So if you guys haven't seen the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, it's on Verve in the chronological order, not just the broadcast order in which it was, like where the episodes are all out of order and whatnot. My friend refuses to watch it because of that, but no. So if you guys do know what Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya is, like for me, really, God Knows is more of a reflection of how the Espers, like Koizumi's organization, views Haruhi because they view her as this kind of deity, as a kind of god. So it's really interesting. Like when the episode came up and when I first watched it, I was all like, "Huh." The title of the song is God Knows. That's interesting. So like I was like, okay, okay. So I just kind of forgot about it until like, because I do an annual rewatching of the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I love it that much. But yeah, it's interesting the fact that the song is called God Knows when Koizumi's organization views Haruhi as this deity, this type of god that has control over their world. You know, she can create like the closed spaces and whatnot. So that's why like it's interesting to think that like even just the smallest detail, like even just a one-off song, has such lasting impact on like the rest of the series. So a little bit of background: the episode that this song debuted in was in the festival episode, because of course, why not? What a high school anime doesn't have a festival episode, right? So they had the festival episode there. I think it was the cultural arts festival. So they previewed their move. They showed their movie, and then a lot of other things, a lot of different activities. Asahina's class did a kind of cafe. So yeah, so like just a lot of different types of things, and then there was many performances throughout, like just from different groups that were like performing on the same stage that Haruhi was performing in for that video for the not the for the arts festival. Sorry, like I'm just right here. Um, but uh, I think what left a lasting impact was more so the English dub of the song. Like because yeah, when I first watched it, like I watched it when the episode came out, so I was really young, like because this anime is like 10, 12 years old now, I think. Um, because like I said, like this was back in the glory days of YouTube, where people uploaded episodes of anime straight online, straight onto YouTube, and people weren't so like they weren't as quick to copyright things. So yeah, obviously the channel that I watched it on has been taken down now long since then. Uh, but I watched it. I watched it when the original Japanese. So I saw it like that, and then when I tried to look for it again a couple of years later, I found the dub. So I went through and watched the dub, and I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. And then like I heard Lost My Music and God Knows in the English, and I was like, oh, okay, the lyrics make a lot more sense now. Like because I as a kid I didn't understand much Japanese. Like I still don't understand much Japanese, but I can understand some words. Like I did take a class for Japanese just for a brief while, about 2-3 months maybe. So yeah, so I didn't obviously I didn't know how to learn how to read kanji or katakana or whatever. Like I learned basic hiragana and that's about it. So, and even then I forgot that too. But I did learn how to speak some Japanese and how some words translated. So as I'm watching more and more anime and trying to get more and more into the groove and whatnot, I'm starting to like pick up on certain words a little bit more than I used to know. And like I said, when the English dub of this song came out, I was all like, huh. Okay, so like I understand the lyrics better because when I first watched it, I was reading the subtitles and like the subtitles kind of like lag a little bit from like the actual music, what they're actually saying. So when I heard the English dub and I heard the lyrics, I was like, oh, that's what it's saying. Like, you know, and it's really opening. Like, it opened my eyes a little bit more to the fact that like the song is a reflection of Kion's and Haruhi's relationship, the way they are. Whereas if Kion ever leaves Haruhi, she's left on the lonely rail. You know, like the song says, left on the lonely rail. And then, you know, like the first time they met was during Tanabata. Like, this is spoiler for a 12-year-old series now, I guess. Um, they first met on Tanabata at nighttime. So, you know, July 7th, you know, all like 3 years ago and whatnot, that whole thing. Um, that was really the first time they met, and it was beneath a pale blue moon. So, like, the lyrics kind of reflect and mirror the way Haruhi and Kion's relationship started and how it goes and how it grows as the series progresses. You really see like Haruhi start warming up a little bit more to Kion after the arts festival. She's not as aggressive. She's not as forward as she used to be from the beginning of the series towards now. She's warmed up a lot more to the members, to like keeping in mind how some of those things go. So yeah. So anyway, this was the first episode of my favorite tracks of anime. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm not gonna replace any of the other series that I'm doing with this. This is just gonna be added onto it whenever I feel like talking about a song. Like I'll pull up one of these videos. It's not gonna be part of the schedule, part of the lineup or whatever, or it's not gonna be part of the schedule that I have right now currently. This is just like this is for when I want to talk about a certain song. Like today, I really wanted to talk about God Knows. I've been listening to the song like for a really long time now, and it's just something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, like I said. But yeah, um, yeah, this hopefully this does good. Like I really enjoyed doing this one. Hopefully I'll get a little bit better feel for it. No, I'm still right now in the experimental stage of this video, so hopefully I'll get a little bit better feel for it. You know, try to get things a little bit differently, get everything situated with my camcorder, see if I can get a microphone for it, because the odd microphone on the built-in microphone is horrible and doesn't pick up audio very well. Um, yeah, and then I'm hoping I will be able to get a better laptop so that I could start editing the videos and whatnot and like inputting the music instead of stopping playing the music, you know, like control the audio on the music or whatnot instead of like externally doing it like this, reaching my hand over here and doing this. But yeah, hopefully, hopefully. Yeah, anyway, this has been Vash Deal signing out, and remember, this too will pass.